Time now to dive into the deep end. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at challenges for the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office in the year ahead. With concerns about violent crime and a spike in homicides here in Seattle, we set out to find out what the plan is to hold criminals accountable. Molly Shen joining us now. Molly, the road ahead looks challenging to say the least.
It does, Preston. We talked to Casey McNerthy, spokesperson for the King County Prosecutor's Office, about their biggest challenge here in the new year. He told us that dealing with the case backlog is their #1 priority. And here's how he explained how the current spike in open cases happened in King County.
Typically pre-pandemic, going all the way back 20 years, typically there were about 3,000 cases that were open and pending. During the pandemic, that went up to about 6,000. And the reason is the courts, while they were never closed, you didn't have cases processed like they were in normal times. You didn't see the number of trials, you didn't see the number of hearings, and the more you cut off those opportunities, understandably for public safety guidelines, the less opportunities you have to get those charged cases through the system. So there's a couple of things that we've done. There are units like the domestic violence unit and the general crimes unit, and the general crimes unit handles things like vehicle theft and vehicle prowls and felony harassment, home burglaries. They went through, and the cases that were awaiting being charged, they caught up on those. And so now when a case is sent in, it's processed the same month, where at the worst part of the pandemic, that wasn't the case.
Now, this is how the King County Prosecutor's Office defines backlogged cases. These are charged felony cases that are already filed within the court system, but they're waiting for their day in court. Right now, there's a backlog of 4,500 cases. The prosecutor's goal is to bring that number down to 3,000. To do that, they tell us the plan involves working with law enforcement and making what they call hard decisions when they prioritize which cases to go after. We asked Casey McNerthy specifically, what will the process of making these hard decisions look like?
Here's how Lisa Mannion, who is the King County prosecutor, described it to law enforcement and also the city council and county councils. What we're going to do is not categorically say we're not going to charge a certain type of crime. You won't hear prosecutors say we're never going to charge a vehicle theft or a vehicle prowl. Categorically, we're not making rules. What we are doing is saying that every case is going to be looked at individually. What will be prioritized are violent crimes, repeat property crimes, and the most serious Class A felonies that we have. Those are the kinds of crimes that anybody would look at and say, of course you got to prioritize this. But it also doesn't diminish the cases where other people are victims. If it's your car that's stolen, if it's your home that's broken into, that's the most serious crime to you. And that's why it deserves an individual case look. What we're going to do is look at each case individually, because if you look at just the crime type, that misses out a lot of details. Part of it is, what's the person who is accused of committing this crime? What's their history? Is this a first-time offense? Is it their 10th offense? That's a difference there. Do they have a history of following court orders or not? That goes into the equation. And that's why we're going to have senior level deputy prosecutors, thoughtful people who have victims in mind, and victim advocates on these cases to say, okay, what's the most appropriate thing to do here? It's difficult to do this because we don't have the resources that we asked for in the last supplemental budget process. But what we're going to do is make those hard decisions on behalf of the public and keep asking for those budget resources when we can get them.
The King County Prosecutor's Office does tell us there has been some progress in dealing with the backlog in 2023, Preston, but they know there is a long way to go here in 2024.
Yeah, Molly, we were talking earlier, getting this done in 2024 isn't just something they want to do. There's money in the budget saying they have to do it.
That's right. The King County Council gave the Prosecutor's Office extra funding for this effort, and that clock is now ticking. They need to bring down the case backlog by 1,500 by the end of this year, because that's when the money runs out.
And we can see it is a big job. I'm looking here. This is the prosecutor's data dashboard right now. This page here, it shows the felony referrals. This just represents cases police have sent to the prosecutor's office that may or may not be charged.
Right, and you can see, Preston, it's hundreds of crimes for prosecutors to consider. Anyone, by the way, can access that dashboard to also see how many cases are filed each month, and then also what crimes have been declined for prosecution. Casey told us they'll be expanding the dashboard here in 2024 to juvenile crimes as well, saying they want this new year to bring more transparency so the public knows the work they're doing.
You can spend a lot of time on that dashboard. There's a lot of information on there.
There is.
Thanks, Molly.